Good evening. The Colgate Raiders kicked off the 150th anniversary season of college football with the opening game of 2019. Very special, but all eyes are on the defending Patriot League champions as they welcome the Villanova Wildcats to Andy Kerr Stadium. Over 4,000 fans gathered in Hamilton to support the Raiders on opening day. After a scoreless first quarter, the Wildcats jumped on the board in the second frame, and the expectations for Colgate's defense were high, but it was Villanova's defense that was on display, capitalizing on 2 Colgate turnovers, a fumble, and a pick six. Nova's quarterback Danny Smith completed a 27-point quarter with a 45-yard pass to Changa Hodge and a 15-yarder to Andrew Perez. The Cats piled up 444 yards against the Raiders. Smith threw for 3 touchdowns and ran for another one for a total of 34 points. And to give you an idea of how big of a deal that is, Colgate gave up just 6 points in their first 7 games last season. Colgate made some halftime adjustments. Grant Brenneman connected with Nick Draught for a 10-yard score for their first points of the season, followed by a Brenneman quarterback keeper on 4th and 1. But it wasn't enough as Colgate falls to Villanova 34-14. The battle at the line of scrimmage was really tough for the Raiders.
They were physical out there, especially with our wideouts. It took them a little bit of time to settle in. It took me time to settle in too, get a rhythm with them. We found it, but just a little bit too late. It was our fault. The offense left the defense on the field way too long. So they got a couple stops in the third quarter, but ran out of gas, kind of when we needed to make the last charge. So. We just got to keep on getting better and getting better as a team.
I think our team tried to hold its own. I have no doubt in my mind that every guy gave every little bit of effort they could. I mean, Nova got the best of us. They're also a very good team, so I got to give it to them.
It certainly didn't look like, offensively we were really moving them off the ball. They were coming at us with a lot of pressure, putting a lot of pressure on our line, putting a lot of pressure playing man coverage. At times we handled it, at times we didn't. I think that's going to be an area that we need to be concerned with. And then defensively, they were able to run the ball on us, which we're not used to seeing around here. But again, we got a lot of guys on that, particularly on defense, that hadn't been on the field yet, and they got their feet wet. And we hopefully, they say the biggest improvements between game 1 and game 2, and I hope that's true.
The Raiders will have to regroup quickly because they make a trip to Air Force next Saturday.